Good morning and welcome to Shenandoah High School and Graduation 2020. We'd like to start the graduation ceremony today with Senior Class Treasurer Lauren Wiley. She will be delivering our Pledge of Allegiance and also our opening.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is my pleasure to welcome students, family, and faculty to the Class of 2020's graduation ceremony. Of course, in light of recent events, we are not able to celebrate this special day in the presence of one another. However, that does not make this day any less special. We are living through history. One day, students will be sitting in the same classrooms we sat in and be learning about this time in history, the devastation, the loss, and the resilience. As we leave our legacy. It is up to us to choose that legacy. Do we want to be remembered as the class that missed having a normal senior year and pitied themselves, or do we want to be remembered as a class that persevered? We may be losing out on the normalcy of graduation, the memories, the laughs, the tears, and the goodbyes. But together, over the past 13 years, we have created enough memories to last a lifetime. The class of 2020 will not go unrecognized for our accomplishments. That is why we are here in this day. Finally, I'd like to thank the faculty of Noble Local Schools. In this time of uncertainty, you have provided us with resources and support. You have stepped out of your comfort zone to teach, feed, and care for the whole student body, and for that, the class of 2020 thanks you. We will never forget all you have done for us. Class of 2020, thank you for the memories, friendships, and support. These past 4 years have been some of the best days of my life. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Now go and change the world.
All right, we're clear? Okay. Okay, so and Salutatorian, Miss Tristan Smith, to give her salutatory speech.
First, before getting into the body of my speech, there are multiple people that I owe and need to shout out a thank you to. Thank you to Coach Lazier, Coach Colleen, Coach Grywalski, Coach Beskid, and Coach Wells for providing a competitive atmosphere and pushing me to get better every single day on the court and in the weight room. Thank you to Kirby for strengthening me and getting me back on the court every time after I got hurt. I am almost sure he got tired of seeing my face in the gym and in the Southeastern Med Therapy Facility there in Caldwell after all of my knee and back injuries. Thank you to all of the teachers for believing in our ability to learn and encouraging us to work hard to get to the highest level of academic achievement. Thank you to Jill and Denise for all of the hard work you do in the office. It does not go unrecognized. Thank you to Mrs. Marshall and Mrs. Warner for helping me with scheduling, scholarships, college applications and concerns, and much more. P.S. Mrs. Marshall, do not be surprised when I come back and make special visits to see Willow. Our time got cut short. Thank you to Mr. Denis, Mr. Schultes, Mr. Leffingwell for all you do to make it happen. All of the opportunities we have had over the past 4 years would not have happened without your sacrifices and commitments. Thank you to our janitors for working hard to make sure our schools stay clean. We are very appreciative. Thank you to our cafeteria crew for providing breakfast and lunch every single day to all of our students. Lastly, thank you to the class of 2020 for making these past 4 years some of the most memorable yet. If anybody was left out, I am truly sorry. It was definitely not intentional. Transitioning from junior high to high school is a big step in life. It is sort of a scary one too. It is even more nerve-wracking when you take this step in life while transferring to an entirely new school system with completely unfamiliar faces. I still remember touring the school for the first time with Mr. Denis and his family, attending one of my dad's first basketball open gyms, and briefly coming to a girls' basketball open gym to meet a few of the other incoming freshman girls at the end of my 8th grade year. Although I was extremely nervous for these events, each person made me feel so welcomed as soon as I walked through the door. Before the school year had even started, I was already being invited to occasions, parties, and other people's houses to hang out. Right then is when I had a good feeling that moving here and attending Shenandoah High School was going to be one of the best things to ever happen to me. This is a time where I was very, very right. The entire community wants to be supportive and see you succeed. The entire staff wants to see you grow and be the best person that you can be. And the students are kind to one another and want to be friends with everyone. I could go on and on. This is, no doubt, one of the greatest school districts in our area filled with some of the best people. I am so thankful to have moved here and been a part of it. In addition to the amazing people it consists of, our school system only wants and expects the best out of every single student. To strive for this, our teachers, staff, and administration have made a countless number of sacrifices to create endless opportunities for us students. Our class itself has experienced so many changes and improvements to Shenandoah High School throughout the past 4 years, all done for our benefit. Some of these include the following: installed air conditioning throughout the new school, new lockers, a renovated parking lot, a completely new media center, an almost entirely renovated gym, more options for higher level and college credit classes, Fridays off for students that take more than 4 college courses in a semester, which was very nice, etc. There are still a couple more years of planned improvements being done to the school, such as a new weight room, a new locker room, and a new auditorium. The reason our staff is focused on making these advances is not to make our school look fancier or to gain attention, but it is to create more chances for each and every student. They truly keep the hearts of the students in mind, and that is what has been making the Shenandoah School District so successful over these past several years. I cannot thank the entire staff enough for creating these opportunities for us. To my fellow classmates, we have been through many ups and downs over these past 4 years, haven't we? Just this year alone, our class experienced, or was a part of, the following: our football team making the playoffs for only the 5th time in school history, our volleyball team making history by winning the OVAC championship and going all the way to the Elite Eight, our wrestling team being the first team to ever go to state in school history, our boys basketball team winning the sectional title for the first time in several years, etc. In addition to this, many memories have also been created at dances, at social gatherings, in student sections, and in the school itself. Although there were so many great times, we all wish that our senior year did not end this way. We all wanted more time for it all. Here is where I could list all of the events that we sadly had to miss out on, but I would rather be positive and focus on the wonderful memories made, the friendships gained, and all that is yet to come. The coronavirus taking away the end of our senior year is just a small obstacle for the rest of our lives. It has bettered us and strengthened us for our futures. Wherever you may end up in the upcoming years, I know that you will all be successful. We are the class of 2020, the class that will always be remembered, and we can do anything. With that being said, I will miss you all dearly, and I will miss creating memories with you in these classrooms and halls. I wish nothing but the best for all of you in your future. Stay in touch, and as always, it is so great to be a Zep. Thank you.
Our next speaker today is our co-valedictorian, Miss Aurora Irvin.
All right, yeah. Woo.
Hello, my name is Aurora Irvin, and I am the class of 2020's co-valedictorian. Wow, who would have thought that today I would be standing in front of a practically empty gymnasium rather than a crowded one full of my peers and their families. Today will probably go down in history as Shenandoah's oddest graduation, but then again, it still is a graduation. So now is the time that I stand up here and make remarks of my past with my amazing classmates, perhaps throw in a childhood memory for comedic relief, as seems to be the format of many graduation speeches. However, this is not a normal graduation, so it seems only fair that this is not a normal speech. Over the past month, I've had a lot of time to think about the many opportunities I missed from my senior year. My senior prom, senior skip day, getting Mexican food with Mrs. Stahl, that last one might have been the most important. So I'm going to take this time to remind underclassmen and pretty much anyone that gets to listen to this speech to cherish all the time you were given. Every step you take down the halls of Shenandoah should matter. Every smile you share with your peers should be bright enough to make their day. Tell your teachers you appreciate them. Thank the staff for being so amazing at their jobs, even during a nationwide pandemic. I never thought this to be a reality, but it goes to show that you never know when your last day at Shenandoah could be. So do all the things you set out to do. Try out for the basketball team, join a club, sing your heart out in choir even if your entire body is telling you you're too scared. It's better to try something and realize if you do or don't love it, rather than live with the what ifs. Take every opportunity that is thrown your way, Shenandoah, because as we all know, nothing gold can stay. Thank you.
Our next speaker this morning is the Senior Class Vice President and Co-Valedictorian, Ms. Maya Stahl.
Thank you. Good morning and virtual welcome, Class of 2020. I know this is not the graduation we all imagined and dreamed of, but here we are. We finally made it. Although there is much to say, I will try to keep this speech much like myself, short and sweet. I'd like to start by thanking everyone who helped us get here. Teachers, custodians, administrative staff, parents, grandparents, friends, and loved ones. You gave much needed and probably underappreciated direction to our journey. Truly, we thank you. I would also like to give a special shout out to my mom, dad, and brother. You guys are awesome, and I would not be standing here today, confident and excited for my future, if it weren't for all your endless love and support. Although it saddens me that I cannot be with you all today, my classmates of 13 years, I am still honored to stand on the stage to virtually connect with all of you. A short time ago, I felt like this day would never get here, but it came, all too soon, just like everybody said it would. These past years, we will not soon forget. I know I especially will not forget recreating the Man of La Mancha and Spanish 3 and hanging out for hours in the parking lot after home football games. Win or lose, we would always stay. Granted, most of the time we won. Go Zaps. I will remember having lunch outside at the picnic tables and eating super fast so we could play cornhole. I will remember cheering and participating at sporting events while proudly adding banners to our gymnasium and getting hype in the weight room whenever someone was maxing out. I will remember extracurricular activity meetings during On Target, frantically decorating the hallways during homecoming week, and begging to go on field trips by writing essays about why going to Cedar Point was educational. Most importantly, I will remember simply spending time and becoming friends with some super awesome people. I have been blessed with the best classmates, friends, and teachers I could have asked for. I am thankful to Shenandoah not only for the memories, but for the countless opportunities I have been provided to learn and grow. For a small school, we sure are doing some big things. I am reminded of a quote I have seen throughout my life, most recently on my friend's graduation cap. Grow where you are planted. I believe those words to be simple, yet very true. I am thankful that I was planted at Shenandoah and was able to put down deep and stable roots with such fostering soil. There is opportunity for growth here, not only academically, but as a person as well, thanks to caring teachers and classmates. With that being said, the best is still yet to come. Although the future seems cloudy now, clear skies are ahead. The class of 2020 will always be remembered as the class that was quarantined for the last quarter of the school year. Even though we have been confined to stay at home, I hope that you will not let this confine your spirits. There has been remarkable support for us ZEPs. Thank you, community. We appreciate you for all those years, and especially now. And there is much to look forward to after this. And here comes the cliche. This is not the end, but the beginning. But really, I hope these unexpected and unique circumstances will serve as a future reminder to live in the moment and never take for granted the little things. Moving to the future, in a world where you can be anything, I hope that you would choose to be happy and share your beautiful smile with everyone around you. I hope that you would choose to be kind. One small deed can change someone's whole day, or maybe even their whole life. You never know. I hope that you would choose to be creative and inspired. I hope that you would choose to be brave. No one said navigating this world was easy, but it just takes a little courage from everyone. And finally, I hope that you will choose to be an honest and hard worker. From now on, I hope we will all live a little less out of habit and more out of intent. Be bold. Be intentional. There is this quote by author Carolyn Miss, and it says, "You have resources yet to be unleashed. Make bold and courageous choices. Live as though you have the power to change the world, because you do." I lost my spot. With that said, go out and make lots of connections, big decisions, and be the best version of yourself that you can be. This graduation ceremony proves now more than ever that life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. Class of 2020, I will miss you greatly, but I know we will go off and do great things. I know we will overcome any obstacle in our path because that's what we always do. As we go down in history for the socially distanced graduation, I hope you will all continue to go down in history for being happy, kind, inspired, and brave. Have faith in your journey and take in all the small moments. And don't forget, life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. Congratulations and virtual hugs, class of 2020. Until next time, thank you.
Our final speaker today will be our senior class president, Mr. Branson Van Fleet, to deliver the closing.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for coming to our graduation ceremony. What a year it has been, right? It definitely didn't go as planned, but in a way that's fitting, because this class isn't always normal and ordinary. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I actually miss coming to school. I honestly did not think I would miss my classes and assignments, but I do. I miss the atmosphere of my classes. I miss hanging out with and seeing my friends every day. I just miss the high school experience that I got here at Shenandoah. At first, I was upset when I thought about these things, but then I realized that I shouldn't be. I should instead feel lucky and grateful to have experienced something that is so hard to see go. These past 4 years have been a blast. I have made unforgettable memories in these halls, classrooms, fields, the court, and so much more. If I could do it all over again, I would in a heartbeat. My only regret is that our time got cut short. I guess there was a bright side to that, though, because it gave me more time to write the speech, because like most assignments I did these last 4 years, I procrastinated on that. I honestly could talk forever, but I'll try to keep it an appropriate length for you guys. First, I want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank my parents and my family. You guys supported me throughout my time in school and always pushed me to do my best. I'm sure that I would not have accomplished everything that I did without you guys. I want to thank all of my friends. You guys have made my time here at Shenandoah very fun. The memories we made in classes, in sports together, at the lunch table, and everywhere else are truly priceless. I want to thank all of our teachers here at Shenandoah. You guys were also great about making this school a great place to learn and helping students reach their full potential. I would not have had as good of grades as I did without you guys doing great at your job and helping me when I needed it. I want to thank our guidance counselors, Miss Warner and Miss Marshall. You guys have been a huge help this past year with scholarships and college applications. I want to thank our administrators for all that they have done through these last few years. They genuinely care about each student and give them a voice. I want to thank Jill and Katie for being the best office gang and making each morning of my senior year fun. I want to thank the rest of our staff here at Shenandoah too. People such as the custodians, bus drivers, and cooks always made the students feel welcome and made everything around here run smoothly. I want to thank Coach Wells and Coach Smith for helping my time as a high school athlete be memorable and successful. I want to thank our community for being so supportive and involved in what we are doing. Last, I want to thank the class of 2020 for being the best class I could have possibly ended up in. This class was here at an interesting time. We have seen a lot of things change during these last 4 years. For instance, when we started our freshman year, we did not have a track, the media center was still the library, and we did not have the land we now do to use for a variety of things. The most important improvement, however, was when we got air conditioning in the whole building. Amongst ourselves, we have seen huge improvements in the success of our athletics. We witnessed the beginning of the Culture Shock program and had more students join the National Honor Society than many other grades and many other accomplishments. These last 4 years have treated our class very well. I know that many students will benefit from the great things happening here at Shenandoah High School for many years to come. I want to wrap up by talking about this class in the future. As I said earlier, this class has been nothing short of amazing. There is such a sense of closeness and team chemistry in this group of people. We all got along well and were always accepting of each other no matter our differences. I felt at home the first day I started preschool because of this. I know that we will always have lifelong friends because of the bond we have always had. Not only is this a group of great people, but it's also a group of very talented people. This class is full of athletes, scholars, artists, musicians, leaders, and much more. It is no surprise that this class has been a part of various increases in success over these last 4 years. It is because of these reasons that I know the future is bright for this group. Yeah, we were successful here in high school, but I know that we can go beyond that. We can have a legitimate impact on this world. We are going to be doctors, teachers, welders, writers, vets, soldiers, artists, and so much more. Whatever we do, we are going to do it with our best effort and be good at it. I truly can't wait to see where the next several years takes us. The sky's the limit for this class. With that being said, class of 2020's EPS, let's take flight. And for the last time this year, that's the way it is, folks. Thank you.